Pharmacy is one of the most exciting courses I've come across. At the same time, it's one of the most fulfilling careers you can ever settle for. But before you think of joining a pharmacy school, watch this video until the end to find out if this particular field is fit for you. I don't want you crying and regretting after you graduate simply because you made decisions out of excitement, okay? We are looking at pharmacy in 4 different angles. Number 1, we are going to look at the entry requirements. Number 2, we are going to look at the different stages of study, focusing on 3 primary levels. Number 4, we are going to look at the expectations of the curriculum, what you should expect to go through during your training. And then number 4, your expectations of how your days will look like after you graduate. In simple terms, your day-to-day executions, responsibilities, okay? Now, let's start off with the different levels of study. In Uganda here, we have multiple levels of study for pharmacy, but we are going to focus on 3. That is to say, certificate pharmacy. Now, you can join the pharmacy profession with a certificate and climb the ladder. How? You can cross over from your senior 4 and join a certificate program that takes you 2 years before you can climb the ladder. How do you do it? I understand there are so many people who get untold, unexplainable situations after finishing their senior 4 and they're not able to continue with HSC or senior 6. In such cases, it's highly advisable that you can just join a course like certificate pharmacy that will take you 2 years before you can upgrade. There is level 2, that is a diploma. For diploma holders, you can join it through your certificate program, or you can join it coming from senior 6 in case you do not get the required number of points that allow you go direct for a bachelor's degree at university. And diploma takes you 3 years. Talking about diploma, if you finish your diploma, you will study your degree. Now, at degree level, you can easily join in directly from your senior 6. If you get the required number of points, you can get at government, you can get in private. If you do not get the required number of points, of course, as I said, you have to first do your diploma. And at the same time, someone with a diploma in pharmacy can sit the entry exams and join the pharmacy profession. Now, those are the 3 levels I wanted you to know. After your certificate, you can join diploma, you can join your degree. At diploma level, most people take a rest and invest into other activities, but you can of course specialize, go into clinical pharmacy, industrial, and whatever after your bachelor's. But these 3 are very important because most of us are interested in finishing that first ladder at bachelor's level. Now, after we have covered the different stages of study, let's talk about the experience of study, what you're going to cover during your study. You're going to cover, of course, mostly science-based course units, including pharmacology, therapeutics, biochemistry, anatomy and physiology, microbiology, and a lot more as they may come along. That is pharmacy practice, ethics and integrity. However, from level to level, from certificate, you'll have some of these introduced. At diploma level, you dig deeper. At bachelor's level, of course, you go deeper before you can specialize in some of them. So yeah, you should expect that kind of tight and heavy, workload where you need to have a lot of attention to the books because yeah, those course units are really heavy at some point. But of course, don't be worried because of the books. You'll be able to pass. Others have passed. Why not you? Then at that level, let's talk about the 3rd point. That is how your day will look like during the field. Now, I'm going to talk about this in 2 ways. People who are at a diploma level and certificate level, those who decide to go into the field, mainly they are behind the counter dispensing. So they work as dispensers, yeah? They help patients get their medicine right. They advise on prescription. They interpret the prescription and dispense the medicines and advise the patients on how to use those medicines. They follow up the patients if they're getting fine, recommend how to take the medicine, all that stuff. And I really, really love that because that's what covers most of my day as a pharmacy dispenser. But at a bachelor's level, of course, some pharmacists are also into dispensing. They love the interaction with the patients. But most of them that I've worked with are into I would say administerial, like they graduate from dispensers into okay, you see, pharmacy profession is so rich, so most of them go into the venture into business. So the pharmacy is established and they elevate into the managers, the administrators, yeah, overseeing procurement, overseeing a lot of stuff going on, like operations at large, and they have a team of pharmacy dispensers helping them out. You understand? So yeah, basically that is it. However, as I said, the profession is wide. Even at bachelor's, you can still go back and specify, go for masters in clinical pharmacy, masters in industrial pharmaceutical production, manufacturing drugs. So there is a lot there. And what have I left out? The last one is requirements for each level. Now, I left out this intentionally because they need different figures. I'm going to put together a PDF for everyone who is interested in knowing the different entry requirements for both certificate pharmacy, diploma pharmacy, and bachelor's, whether you're entering directly from your HSC to university for bachelor's, whether you're entering from HSC to diploma, or from UCE senior 4 to certificate. I'm going to put together a document, a PDF, a very short one that will give you all this information for free. All you have to do is to comment the word interest in the comments below. I'll be able to send over that document. Now, there's something I didn't mention. Do you see people who join diploma from HSC? Sometimes they can do away with the diploma of 3 years. They can instead study for 1 year and go to university for bachelor's in pharmacy. How? There is a program in Uganda known as the Higher Education Certificate Access Program. Come again, Higher Certificate. Okay, it's something to do with, I'm forgetting, Higher Education Certificate Access Program, something like that. I'm going to make more research about that and I'll get back to you, but I'm aware it is in existence. You can easily go to any university around Uganda and apply for science-based 1 year intensive training that helps you get the required knowledge that can allow you now join university directly for bachelor's instead of taking the 3 years in diploma. So yeah, depending on someone's interest, you can go do the 1 year intensive training and then go for bachelor's pharmacy, or you can go for 3 years in pharmacy, then you go for bachelor's, but years remain the same. I hope this made sense to someone out there who has been wondering about the pharmacy field. If you have any questions regarding the pharmacy profession, ask me below. I'll be able to answer them in person. Now, next video, we are going to look at another medical course. You guys let me know what you want to hear from me. Otherwise, peace. See you in the next one.